Hello budding doctors. In this video I am going to explain about the study plan to get distinction BDS first year or top marks in BDS first year or how to become a topper in BDS first year. I am going to explain the study plan for a period of 2 months prior to the examinations, how we have to plan your timetable and how do you have to study for the exams, and some more few important topics I'm going to mention in each subject. Here I'm going to explain about the timetable and plan or strategy for the next 60 days prior to the examination. 60 days we can take it for 40 days actually for 4 subjects. Here I have anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, dental anatomy and dental histology, that is DADH. For 4 subjects, each subject we are going to allocate for 11 days. 11 days. And here I mentioned you 5 days for the long questions. In every exam paper you will have long questions, short questions and very short questions. That is you have 8 marks for long questions, 4 marks for short questions, and very short questions 2 marks. 5 days for the preparation of long questions. You can take it your previous examination papers, whether in any university, whether you get it from any university, either maybe for KGUH, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, anywhere, you get this previous year's papers, at least 20 previous year's question papers. Actually, every year you will get some repetitive questions. Sort them out. Repetitive questions. For example, if you get a long question in 2011, you can get it back by same question in 2014 or 2016. Sort all the repeated questions and mark it. So 5 days for the long questions. You can read it, all the long questions in previous years, 20 previous years question papers for 5 days. And that too, I can tell you a little about the time which you have to allocate for questions. For every 1 hour, that means only 45 minutes you have to read. Remaining, take a break for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Don't stress yourself. Drink plenty of water, and I can tell you can install your all social media app so that you can concentrate more on these days. If you work hard these 60 days, you can get distinction for sure. I can tell you this. 4 days for short questions and 2 days for very short questions. Here you complete 11 days. See, I'm telling you have to read, take a break, again you have to read and break, and don't skip meals. You have to drink plenty of water. Avoid all entertainments for these 60 days. If you feel very tired, after 44 days of your plan, there are 16 days. In these days, you can adjust 2 or 1 day for your break, because you'll all be stressed out. And next slide, I'm going to tell about anatomy important topics, as well as how to read anatomy questions along with diagrams which are labeled. Here In anatomy, important topics: cranial nerves, blood vessels, lymph nodes. Whenever you are reading cranial nerves, you should always have the flowchart from its ganglion, where its nerve supply, everything, so that you can remember them well. These three: trigeminal, glossopharyngeal, facial, these are very important questions which are repeated all the time. And then blood vessels, lymph nodes, you keep on reading them, but especially for dental students, these cranial nerves which are related to the mandibular, maxillary, what is the supply and from where it is originated, what happens if a part of the nerve is breaked or damaged. These are very important. Salivary glands are important. Mastication, muscles of mastication, this is repeated lot of times. Either it may be essay, long question, or short questions, or very short questions. TMJ, these are all very important questions. As well as I can tell you this, whenever you are reading an anatomy question, always draw figures right next to it, and then remember or memorize it while drawing the picture. Learn the questions. Even though if you don't learn anything for the past few months, you can, if you at least paid attention in the class for a little bit, you can read it well within these days. 11 days are more than enough. And always practice diagrams, and always whenever you are presenting answers in the question paper, for each paper what you are writing, you have to draw a diagram. Whatever it might be the question related to it, you have to draw a diagram. In anatomy, with color pencils, I mentioned you blood vessels with red color and nerves with yellow color. Whenever you draw them, they will look very good in the paper. Remember, the examiner does not have whole day to read your answer script. So make your answer short and always underline your keywords relevant to it. You need not to write paragraphs. Whatever you have read in the textbook, you need not to fill up all this textbook matter in the papers. You have to represent it which is in the given time period. And next I am going to tell you about physiology. Physiology, as you know, physiology is very important because all these topics are interrelated, and you have to have this basic concepts in the first year subjects. When you enter in the second year, you will come into pharmacology, which is very important, basic for physiology as well as biochemistry, which are basics. When you read to general pathology, these subjects are very interrelated for you. If you forgot reading these topics in first year, you again have to come back for the first year and have to read and memorize them, and you have to read the second year topics. All these years subjects are interrelated. And always write answers which are crisp and concise. Don't write lengthy answers. Just make it short line. Whatever question you are attempting, please draw a diagram which is relevant to that. And physiology, here BP, cardiac output regulation, everything, they are very important. Neuromuscular junction, respiratory mechanism, coagulation of blood, heart sounds, these all are very important. Please read thoroughly. Next, biochemistry. Biochemistry, it's all about cycles. If you read cycles perfectly, you can get on with biochemistry. It's not a big deal. And always draw cycles with line charts or flow charts, so that it becomes easy for you to read, as well as it will be easy for you to present on the examination sheet. Now the very important topic, dental anatomy and dental histology. This becomes very easy for dental students because when you are in a practical session, you used to draw diagrams about practical lab about either it may be ancestors or canine. Whenever you make a note of them when you are practicing, if you make a note in your mind about this incremental lines or the grooves or how many fossa, how many curves, if you draw them for dental anatomy, I am repeating, if you draw them perfectly in the mesial, distal, occlusal, lingual, labial aspects and explain it beside the diagram, and I can tell you guys, draw the diagrams, labially facing diagram, lingually facing diagram separately, so that it will be easy for the examiner to see and make points. And when it comes to dental histology, guys, salivary glands, mucous membranes, these are very very important. You all know dental pulsimeter. From each and every topic you can easily get 2 marks, essays, short answers, theories of eruption, everything. These are very very important topics. Please don't miss these topics. And I can tell you guys, if you are thorough in practicals, whenever you are doing in practical sessions, you can easily pass in dental anatomy and dental histology. You have to read well and write well. That's all for today. If you have any doubts or if you want me to get a plan according to your one, I can tell you. Please comment so that I will know about that. And to all the fellow budding doctors, I wish you all the best for your future exams. And if you want me to tell about the books which you have to refer, please make a comment so that I can make a video if it is you want it or not. And finally, thank you guys. Subscribe more videos, and this is channel Dentobeast.